The two fundamental needs of any country are a border and an identity. And for the past 11 years, the traitorous Liberal government of Canada has thrown away and neglected those two foundations of Western civilization. In 2017, shortly after being elected, Justin Trudeau went out in front of the media and said Canada was the first post-national state, stating that Canada had no fundamental identity. Now, anybody who thought about this for more than 3 seconds knew what a disaster it would be. Multiculturalism alone is certainly no culture. It means a mixture of different people, different ethnic identities. Nothing that does not define a culture. A culture has to be something substantial. So Trudeau immediately stated that Canada was the first post-national state, immediately ratcheted the immigration up to levels never seen before, initially upping them from 0.5% to 1.3%, and then again from 1.3% to an unprecedented 3% of the population coming in every year through immigration. That's the equivalent of Canada adding British Columbia every 4 years. Canada, over the past 11 years under Liberal leadership, has added the equivalent of a British Columbia worth of immigrants every 4 years. Currently, 26.4% of the population was not born in this country, and they intentionally don't guard the border. They don't guard the border anymore. Our minister at the border was just on camera and stated that they did not have the funding to have patrol officers at the Canadian border. So rather than that, they just have to download an app and submit it within 45 days. There's no border patrol in Canada. So our sovereignty has been completely thrown away. The idea of Canada as a rugged people who could brave the cold, who came from all corners of the world and built an incredible civilization. The idea that when we arrived hundreds of years ago, that Canada was anything like what it is today. There's much difference between colonization and settling. They built this country. Of course, did the Indigenous play a role? Absolutely. But to act as though it wasn't thousands of years of brutal violence before the so-called settlers arrived is a lie. And they built this civilization in the rugged, cold north. Built an economy, built a culture that was the envy of the world. Tough. During World War I, World War II, Vimy Ridge, you read about the Canadian soldiers. Nobody was more fearsome than a Canadian soldier. So courageous. At Vimy Ridge, the Canadians fought as valiantly as anybody. World War II, but that warrior ethos that is part of what it is to be Canadian. The Liberal Party of Canada wants to eliminate it, wants to say Canada's culture does not exist. Bring in people from all different areas of the world, wildly different cultures. It's so funny that the Liberals are the ones who bring these people in when they're bringing people from corners of the world that have Sharia law where women are treated as cattle. They're not allowed to leave the house without written permission from a man. Gay people are thrown off of buildings, and it's Liberals who are welcoming these people and then saying that they share our Canadian values, which are nothing. They're saying that Canadian values don't exist, but also Muslim values are Canadian values. The contradiction meets no end, but they are absolutely shameless, and they always have the name calling. It's always racist, misogynist. But if these policies are not turned around immediately, I mean, Carney's on pace to allow another 1.5 million people every year. If we continue at this rate, Canada will cease to exist. We've only spent 1.3% of our GDP on national defense. It's an embarrassingly low number. We can't defend ourselves without the United States, yet we continue to antagonize them day in and day out. It's true insanity. It's true insanity. But make no mistake, Carney, Trudeau, they are traitors who are intentionally trading in our sovereignty and our national identity. This is a concerted effort on behalf of globalist actors that think that there is going to be a new world order and we're going to get rid of countries and borders. And nationalism is a dirty word because they want this global utopia that will never come to be, and it'll be an absolute catastrophe trying to get there. So we need to stand up as Canadians, stand up now and say no. We are proud Canadians. We will defend our country. We are not going to let corrupt grifters like Carney and Trudeau steal it. Please like, share, subscribe, join, become a member, donate, grab some gear. Really appreciate everybody who supports. More information on the Fight for Canada Party coming soon.